What's up, everybody? This is Marcy with the One-on-One Boxing Podcast. You already know I got my boy Reef with me. Our goal is to provide y'all with the best boxing content out, breakdowns, predictions, in-depth analysis, breaking news, and anything boxing. Before we get started, how you feeling, Reef?
I feel good, man. You already know it's always feel good to be back.
Today, we'll be talking about Lamont Roach calling out Floyd Schofield, and then we'll be getting into the Andy Cruz versus Raymond Muratala card, Madrimov versus Luis Salazar, Khalil Coe versus Jesse Hart, and of course, the main event, Andy Cruz and Raymond Muratala. Let's start off with Roach calling out Schofield.
I felt like that would have been a good fight. I mean, I definitely would like to see that. Both of those guys are, on the high a little bit. Besides, Roach getting the draw against Pitbull, which I think he edged it off. But I feel like that was a good call out, especially after his last fight. I feel like to come back and challenge somebody like that. Not saying like Schofield is a big catch or nothing, but the young guy is doing big things, and I would have definitely loved to see that. I see his father said like they don't really want to entertain it, but hopefully we could get that in the cards. How you feel about that?
I like the fight a lot. I think Schofield has the potential to make some noise in that fight, but Roach has shown us that he's willing to get on the inside and mix it up with anybody. He was in there on the inside with Tank. He's in there on the inside with Pitbull. Like he's shown us that he's willing to mix it up with anybody. So I think I would give the edge to Roach, especially just on the experience thing. But it's definitely a good fight, and I like the fact that Roach is not ducking no smoke. He's calling out whoever. So I definitely would like that. I did see what you saw. They said they wanted Lucas' body next. So I don't know if we'll get it or not, but it's something to look out for.
Do you think the Schofields is kind of ducking smoke a little bit, or you just think like it don't match up with moment?
Yeah, I think they're definitely being very strategic. Like I don't know why every time somebody big calls them out, they either overprice themselves or want to go somewhere else. Like even
Yeah.
when Abdullah was calling him out, oh, he's not ready, he's not ready. They wanted 10 million or whatever it was, and then they changed their number. And so I don't know what it is about them, but I think Floyd Schofield Jr. is definitely a great talent. I think his dad just might be misleading him sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely can see you. I definitely can see that as well. I mean, we just seen Brian Norman Jr. He parted ways with his dad, like so I'm willing to see what he got to bring, but I feel like maybe Schofield should start thinking in that direction because, like I said, like you said, I definitely believe he's being misled just a little bit.
Absolutely. But like I said, that's something to look out for. If it happens, I'd be excited. If not, I'm willing to watch Floyd Schofield anyway, but we'll see what goes on. Moving on, we got Israel Madrimov versus Luis Salazar on this Andy Cruz Raymond Muratala card. I tried to do my due diligence and look Luis Salazar up. I couldn't really find much. So that just tells me that this is a get right fight for Madrimov. He's coming off a two-fight losing streak. He lost to the best fighter in the world in Bud, and nobody can hold that against him, especially the way that he performed. But then you go and you lose to Virgil Ortiz the way you did. That just wasn't a good look. So this is a must-win fight for him. I think he has to show out in this fight as well, so that he can get back to fighting these top guys at 154. Like if you remember, after he fought Bud, he was supposed to fight. He signed to fight Boachuk, who's one of the toughest fights at 154, and then he signed to fight Virgil like before that fight even happened. He ended up getting hurt before Boachuk and then fought Virgil and lost. So his trajectory was looking like it was up. Like you put up a good fight against Bud, and then you trying to take on two of the top guys at the division just without even fighting one of them, and then you lose to Virgil and like your stock is down now. So I think he has to show out in this fight, and yeah, like he got to do his thing.
To piggyback off what you said, like, coming off that two street loss, and I feel like he definitely has to make a statement if he wants to, stay afloat and keep getting them big fights. I didn't really see too much from Salazar neither. I did see something, but there wasn't nothing for me to really say what he could bring to this fight. We already know what Madrimov can bring to this fight. We just don't know how he's going to bring it and if he's going to bring it. So I'm excited to see this fight, just to see what Madrimov going to do and where do he go next if he does win this fight. But if he loses this fight, he got to go back to the drawing board and make some decisions.
So it might be over if he loses this fight. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah, it could be. That's why I said he definitely need to win this fight, and it don't need to be just a win. Like you say, you need to get out there and show off, and get out there and really put that work in, so people can say, okay, maybe Madrimov's back. Even though we don't really know too much about Salazar, but I still think this could be a big comeback for Madrimov to get back in their class, and get back in those talks.
For sure. Like you come back, you clean Salazar up and you look good, and now you're back on everybody's radar. And now, maybe you can go get Boachuk again, like you were supposed to before you got injured or whatever. You know, just put yourself back in position.
for sure.
This next fight, I gotta turn over to you. It's your Philly brethren, Philly versus Jersey, Khalil Coe versus Jesse Hart. What we thinking about this one?
I mean, I'm actually excited about this fight. We were supposed to get the fight a few months back, but we know Cole has some issues. But I heard Jesse saying, "Oh, Cole ducking smoke," but to actually see Cole come back and then take this fight, and it wasn't they had to wait 6, 7 months. I'm definitely excited about it. There's been a lot of dirty talk. There's been a lot of trash talk. There's just been a lot of a lot of little beef leading up to this fight. So I definitely want to see this fight. Going in, I feel like with Jesse, I feel like Jesse has to pull this fight off. I feel like this like a last shot for Jesse. I feel like Jesse needs to get in there and he needs to really go in there and show what he's capable of. You know, Jesse's been there before. He fought some big names before. He's been in that big spotlight before. Not saying like that's going to make him win, but I feel like I'm giving him more of the leeway just because he's been there before. On the other hand, Coe is nice. He's a nice up and coming prospect. I did see Cole in there before. I did see Cole get rugged. I know Cole got a little bit of power, but I did see some flaws in Cole. Maybe he went to back to the drawing board. He's working with Rel. Maybe he tightened some things up. I just honestly want Cole to just humble himself a little bit. I mean, I know you're excited for the fight, and I know you really want this fight. You got a lot of pull. I mean, beating a Jesse Hart is a good resume stuffer. Um, Even though Jesse's been off for a little while, he hasn't been really too much active or haven't been fighting any big names. But I still feel like this is a good resume stuffer. I just don't want you to go in too cocky, overlooking this guy and just thinking that, oh, just because he haven't had a good fight in a while or he haven't fought nobody big in a while, I'm definitely gonna take care of him because, like I said, this could get dangerous for Cole. But like I said, this is a real good fight. I'm excited to see it, and I'm just ready for this fight.
Yeah, man, I think that this fight is more 50-50 than I think people are giving it credit for. You know, you got Jesse Hart, he's a seasoned vet. He's fought guys like Zurdo Ramiro. Zurdo's the top dog at cruiser right now. He's fought Joe Smith. And then you got Khalil Coe, the upcoming young hungry dog. So when those clash, how is that gonna look? I think that and there is a lot of crazy talk going on. They're saying they're coming to get each other. I'm gonna hurt you, this and that, this and that. I think if Cole is to try to come get Jesse. Jesse can outbox him, but I don't think that it would be in Jesse's favor to try and mix it up and get on the inside with Cole. I just think that Cole has a lot of. I think Cole can get real rugged, and I think he has more power than Jesse at this point. Where Jesse could win though is probably maybe like going to the body early. Because that's how Gallegos, if I might be butchering his name, that's how he beat him. So maybe he could go to the body early. How I see it going, think I got it going Cole's way. But Jesse could definitely pull this out. I think this is a 50-50 fight for sure. Another thing that I love is that it's Greg Hackett against Coach Rel, who we both had on our show. Like that's another good aspect of this fight for me. This is the fight of the night for me. This is the one that I'm waiting for. Like if they would have put this at the main event, I'd have been cool. But definitely excited about this fight.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna give it to Jesse just a little bit, just because he has the experience. He's been there before, and like I said, we haven't seen Jesse there in a while. But if he can bring everything together, I don't feel like Cole is somebody that is going to be a big threat to Jesse. Not saying not to try to downplay Cole, because like I said, I've seen Cole before. We've seen Cole hurt before. We've seen Cole lose before. We've seen Jesse hurt before. We've seen Jesse lose before. But I just feel like Jesse has a little leeway in this fight, and I just feel like he definitely has to take advantage of this. He definitely have to capitalize off of this because if he beats Cole, I feel like that just keep him in the talks, keep him relevant, maybe get him potential bigger fights or maybe get him another fight on a bigger platform. But if he loses this fight, I just feel like this could be the last hope for Jesse. So I definitely want to see him pull it off, and shout out to both of them guys.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a huge, huge, huge fight for both of them. If Jesse wins, he's back relevant. That you got to have him in some type of 175 is tough because of Bivol and Beterbiev and Benavidez is there. So I don't know about a title shot, but you got to put him somewhere up there after he wins. If Cole wins, this is a great resume stuffer for him. You got to put him up there too. So whoever wins, this is huge for. So it's a must win for both of them, which to me means it's going to be a great fight.
Sure, it's definitely going to be a great fight. But I just have a question. If Cole do go in there and he dominates Jesse or he beats Jesse, will he get the credit being as though Jesse, like I said, Jesse haven't been really relevant in a few years. Didn't really have no big fights in a few years. He didn't really fight no big names. Is he going to be able to get that credit, or do you just think it's just going to be a win?
No, absolutely. You have to give it to him. You have to. I think, like I said, I think that this is going to be a tough fight for Khalil Coe. So you come in and you get a win, especially if you dominate, you have to get the credit for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited to see
So
this
move.
thing, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it.
Me too. I told you this is my favorite fight on the card. Like if they made this the main event, I'd be happy. But
Yeah.
I'm excited we're finally getting it. Like you said earlier, like they had canceled it and postponed it, whatever, and we're finally here.
Yeah, man.
We're moving on. We got Raymond Muratala versus Andy Cruz. You know, another more Philly.
Yeah.
Bosey's training Andy Cruz. I forgot about that until the press conference. What you think about this fight?
Man, I feel like this is a real good fight. This honestly, this is probably my favorite fight of the night. I feel like both of these guys are coming with something special. You know, Martaliev is good. Andy is good. I mean, I seen Martaliev a few times. I seen Andy a few times.
Muratala.
I seen Martala a few times. I see Andy a few times. So I feel like this a real good fight to me. I don't know Martala if he's coming with that power. You know, Andy's coming with speed. You know, so I just feel like this is a very good matchup. Whoever wins this fight, I just feel like they will get a lot of credit. Whoever wins this fight, and I just feel like that's a good resume stuffer for both of them. And I'm leaning a little more towards Andy Cruz, but it's not going to be an easy fight for Andy at all. It's not going to be easy. I feel like Martalev going to get in there. He's going to really try to press Andy and really do what he have to do to get Andy out of there. On the other hand, I feel like Andy's going to go in there because Andy got something to prove. They both have something to prove. So I just feel like this fight is a good fight for both of them. And this more of a 50-50 fight to me. Like, I feel like this 50-50, it could go either way to me. I seen Martalev, I seen Andy, and I just like what both of them bring to the table.
I like this fight a lot. I think that if you look at Raymond Muratala, he has a great trainer in Robert Garcia. I think he has a really sneaky, dangerous right hand. He has some pop on his punches. I just think he might be a little, and I'm not even saying that he's slow. I just think that he might be a little too slow for Andy. And I think Andy might be a little too quick for him. Also, Andy has that Cuban style. I don't know that Muratala is going to be able to get to him. So I do think that it's both of their biggest tests because you know Andy has this great amateur background, Olympian. You know he beat Keyshawn in the Olympics how many, or he beat Keyshawn in the amateurs in the Olympics how many times, whatever. But Andy is a young fighter technically. Like he only has a couple fights. You don't have that many fights. So I do think that this will be both of their biggest tests. But I'm looking for Andy to sit there and outbox him. You know, he has a great coach as well with Bosey. I'm sitting here looking for him to outbox him and just build on his last one. He had a great win the last win. Build on that, and then now let's see Andy get some real fights. I'm not saying that Mortal isn't. I'm talking about like Shakur. Keyshawn moved up to 140. You know, maybe we'll get that Keyshawn fight. Maybe he moves up to 140. Where is Andy Cruz going to look after he beats Raymond Muratala? That's my question.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's definitely fights out there for him. I did see Keyshawn make a statement saying if Andy Cruz get in there, he knocked Martalov out, he has to see him next. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I like that fight. Wherever Andy goes next, if he can pull this one off, I mean, I like it. Like you said, he's a young he do got that good amateur background. But like I said, I am ready for to see Andy with some, you know, tougher competition. But I feel like it starts here. I feel like once you get past Martalev, not to say Martalev is just big bad beast, but I feel like Martalev is not an easy fight. I don't feel like Andy just gonna go through there and then run through Martalev. I mean, maybe he could, but I've seen Andy when times he haven't let his hands go, and I just seen little flaws in Andy. So not saying that's going to stop him from winning the fight, but like I said, if he does pull this off, I'll definitely like to see him with a big name next. I would like to get that Keyshawn fight, even though I feel like Keyshawn elevated a little since the amateurs. But hey, man, who knows? You know, Keyshawn not but Bo Mac no more. So I'm just waiting to see how everything plays out.
Yeah, he's still calling Keyshawn his son too. I don't know if
As
you've
he
seen that in the
should.
press conference.
As he should.
But I'm excited. This is a really good card, and I'm excited. You got anything else before we get out of here?
No, that's all I got for y'all tonight, but we'll definitely be back with the recap. We'll talk to y'all after the recap. Until next time, 101.